came out with Imagine.
People were just stunned. Remember?
So you ever really wonder where that true talent comes from and how it's, shall we say, nurtured? It's all through his vocal coach, Dean Kalin, who, once again, I've been looking forward to this phone call to find out exactly, not only what kind of a guy that David Archuleta really is, but the true talent that he really has. Dean, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Good.
Thanks for inviting me. First of all, I want to say that I cannot claim credit for his talent.
Right.
He came with this talent. I think I've helped him develop it, nurture it, like you said, and helped him work through his vocal problems, having the paralyzed vocal cord and stuff. So I feel I've made a good impact in David's singing life, but you can't give anybody talent. He came with that.
Well, you indicated that this song we're hearing right now, Imagine, which really took everybody's breath away, this was not the first time that David actually sang it. When he was just a 12-year-old wee lad, he sang it with you in the studio?
Yeah, after he won Star Search, we knew the voice change was inevitable, and we thought, we ought to get some of this stuff recorded, and Imagine was one of the songs he recorded. And so that's one of the reasons why he did so well on the show. If you look at the girl from Ireland that did Come Together, she said she sang that in her band all the time, so of course she nailed it because she was comfortable with it. David was very comfortable with Imagine because he knew it, which was one of the problems this week. When they throw new songs at you and you got to learn them all the time and you're not familiar with them, it's a little tougher to get into it. But Imagine was something that he felt very, very comfortable with, and so he really owned that song, and everybody could feel it because of it.
Yeah, you really could. I mean, that's, I think, certainly one of his strongest songs to date on the show. So now, being here on the phone, I've been meaning to ask you this question. What happened this week on Tuesday when he came out? He seemed like he had some nerves and of course, obviously forgot the words.
Well, it actually all started back a week ago Saturday. He was diagnosed with strep throat. So actually, even the Another Day in Paradise was a pretty phenomenal story because it turns out that the song that he was planning on singing, Simon kind of accused him of just singing depressing songs. Well, he wasn't planning on doing Another Day in Paradise. He was planning on singing an up-tempo rock song. But what they do every week, they give him a list of songs that are approved, and if you don't sing one of those songs, you have to get special approval. And the song that he picked, they said, oh yeah, we should be able to get approval for that, no problem. Well, Friday before the show, they come to him and say, I'm sorry, you can't get approval to do that song. And they go, what? They said, that, you told us that it would be okay. And they said, sorry, we can't
get the right
and approval. So then he had to kind of throw that together. So it's kind of amazing. They thought, well, let's see, show that he can play the piano. But that almost, Another Day in Paradise, I don't know that he really even heard it before, but he learned the piano part and learned the song in like 3 days and sang.
Oh, that was beautiful, too.
And he really did a great job on it. So that was a great story behind the scenes with that. But anyway, with this week, with the top 12, they had those guys going on photo shoots and commercials, and he was up at 6 in the morning and trying to do recording sessions, and he didn't ever get to rehearse with the band. And then when the arrangement came back, it was wrong. It was like this disco beat, and it was in the wrong key. And so really, he didn't get that much time to practice with the band and to rehearse because they were so busy, and then they got the new stage, and then somebody had choreographed his movements, and he was just thinking of so many things. Plus, he was still getting over this strep throat that he had and trying to keep his voice together. In fact, that's what we did that whole week, was just do some vocal warm-ups just to try to keep his voice close together, and it really started opening up and breaking, so we felt good about that. But in the dress rehearsal, it didn't go as well as he had hoped, and so I think he was nervous about that. And his big complaint is, he said, I can't hear myself, with everybody screaming and the music so loud that, so he was just thinking, you could tell when he walked out, he was thinking about 20 things. And so the one thing that none of us ever thought about was that the words were one thing that just left him.
Right. I bet you were just feeling, you're watching it on television like the rest of us, I'm sure that you were just feeling the greatest, sense of empathy for him, because you know how hard he's been working on this. He's going to have the chance to wow us again next Tuesday. Do you know how he's feeling? I mean, when you've talked with him lately, is he feeling confident that he could do this?
I haven't been in contact with him really since the show. I did get a text that I said, we're okay, things are going okay. But what's been amazing to me is this huge wave of support. I was afraid that it was going to come out, David was just a flash in the pan, he wasn't that great, look, he bombed, because the American public is so fickle. But it's been just the opposite. Everybody's going, and if you listen to David, he actually sang well. He didn't sing awesome, but he sang well, he sang solid, his pitch was good, he just has such a great voice.
He forgot the words, and was really stood out.
But he forgot the words, and everybody's kind of going, yeah, big deal, he forgot the words, but he still sounded great, he still looked great, he's still my favorite. And so I don't know that it really hurt him, and I think that's what we're all worried, is that, wow, everybody's just going to kick him off now. But it still seems like he's very popular, and if he can come back this week and nail it, I think he'll be fine.
Well, I think it proves that he really is human.
Yeah, and several people have said that.
Yeah.
It's been amazing. When I've known him for 6 years, and we worked on Voice, he's been in the studio, and he's a great kid. He's always been a great talent. I told him when he went down, I said, have some fun with it, see if you can get some attention, see where it'll take you. And then all of a sudden, he's like the big deal.
He's a big star.
What's interesting, though, to David is, first of all, he's sort of isolated, so I totally believe he has no idea what a big deal he is, first of all. And then second of all, even if he did know that, he would still be the same.
Right.
His concern after he messed up was not for himself, but that he disappointed other people and that he let people down.
Well, you can see that sweetness on his face, and we are so excited about it. Dean, we know you've been busy as everybody's been trying to reach David Archuleta, and they've been going to his voice coach that has been his #1 fan. And we appreciate you joining us this morning, and we'll continue to cheer on our Utah arch idol.
Yeah, he's out of the final 11. Appreciate you, Dean.
Great, thank you.
All right, my friend.